Well, Mr. Vitale, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Just to start this off, how are you taking this entire experience personally? How's your day-to-day life been affected by this?
How am I take it personally? Since, like everybody else, I'm worried. I'm worried very much for you guys, for my family, for everybody. It's a situation that we have never been. We don't know how it's going to turn out. I mean, all the experts are saying one thing, somebody else says something else. I think it's a situation that we have to cope with and hope for the best, I guess. And I think the best will come. I think we'll get over this like we did so many things in life. Of course, nothing has been as critical as this, but I'm sure that we will be okay in the near future.
Absolutely. And of course, we all just have to keep fighting on day by day. Now, talking about the FCPC, I mean, they already sent out an open letter to Canadians, but as a member, what is Italpasta doing and how are they responding to this pandemic?
Well, we're trying to cooperate with whatever they want us to do. As a matter of fact, we are working 24 hours around the clock now in the shipping department. We used to be closed. Now we're open 24 hours. We've added some people to the night shifts always. Currently, we're hiring more people to help us cope with the demand that we're getting. And just to give an idea, in the high season, I just took a walk in our shipping department, outside shipping, where the trucks come. Usually around the regular season, we have about 40, 50 trucks a day. They come and go. Today, I counted between 70 and 80 trucks. That means that, we're trying to cope with it. And to be honest with you, this past weekend, we worked, was the most productive weekend that we had in our 30 years life.
That's incredible. And I mean, there has been a lot of deserved focus and recognition on all of the frontline retail workers, on all of the people that are working day by day in the stores. But of course, there is also a lot of people that are working on the manufacturing side, on the shipping side, as you said. Can you talk to us about this essential role that these workers?
Yeah, I think it's unfair that people put all their emphasis. And let me tell you, those people are very important in the store. We all need them, and they're doing a fantastic job. But let's not forget the people that work also in the manufacturing end, that they come morning and night, they leave their kids at home, and they come here. They are very important to the industry, because without them, to deliver stuff or to make stuff, they will not be able to put it on the shelf. So we're all working together. And like you said, more emphasis should be done even on the people that are working in the factories, because they deserve just as much credit that the people in the stores do.
Absolutely. And you did mention, putting the food on the shelves. That is something that I think a lot of people are concerned about. We've all seen the viral videos of empty shelves and people freaking out over different products. Can you speak to the point where people are worried about there maybe not being enough food?
I don't think the panic should be, people should panic about this, because I think that in Ontario we have, at one time they used to call Ontario to be the bread basket of the world. I don't think they have the bread basket of the world, but we do have enough here to supply everybody. People are panicking, and believe me, I want to tell my people that we produce enough semolina to produce all the pasta we want in this country, and we'll be there. Just it takes time, and the people are just taking it out of the store. That I'm sure that in the next 2-3 weeks, everything will come down, because they'll have enough pasta, and the thing's going to get much, much better. But people should not panic, because this country, in Ontario, we have a lot of semolina. The only thing that I worry about semolina, I don't want them to raise the price, because this is not the time to raise prices to anybody. In times like this, prices have to stay the same. So I hope that the government, because most of the semolina, a lot of it is controlled by the government, they don't raise their prices on semolina, because people do not need increases on food right now.
Now, are there any efforts that are being made to ensure that Italpasta products are accessible and that they are available to the many vulnerable populations around the country right now?
Well, I can assure you that all the commitments that we had with this, like the food banks in the past, the same commitments apply today. just because there is a shortage of pasta and we can sell the pasta. I've instructed my people to do exactly the same thing that we were doing in the past. I don't care if we don't sell it, but we need to look after these people the way we looked after in other times. They need our help, and we're there to give it to them. We want to make sure that everybody has our product, everybody that was with us before, and we're trying to accommodate even people that never bought from us before. If we have it, we will sell it to them too, because we're trying to keep all the Canadians eating pasta.
That's great news. And what are you most proud of during this difficult time?
I'm very proud of my people that work for us, the way they are cooperating with us. You know, you have to understand our company is not a multinational company. We only employ about 250 people, but we try to keep it like a family. And they really came around to help us, and they're coming to work. They want to do their best because they know they're doing something very essential for the community, and they feel that they are Canadian. They're producing a Canadian product for the Canadian people.
That's wonderful. Well, Mr. Vitale, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, we wish you and Italpasta all the best in these moments. Thank you for all the work you're doing.
Thank you very much for coming to talk to me, and I hope that everything turns out for the best very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We also had the chance to talk to Michael Marchese, who is the distribution manager for Italpasta. Now, there's so many concerns, Mr. Marchese, about the COVID-19 crisis. You know, there's so much social distancing and there's so many guidelines that Canadians have to follow. Has this impacted the supply chain as a whole, and how has this impacted, of course, the distribution center?
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely impacted the warehouse here at Italpasta. We've always run a 24/7 kind of protocol here. So what has changed now is that we're overlapping the shifts. Basically, everyone that would work an 8-hour shift is now running 10 to 12 hours. We've increased all shifts by 13% through hiring. We've allocated more money to increasing our trailer pool via asset-based brokers or asset-based carriers and brokers. So we're now basically able to deal with the capacity, which has gone from roughly 40 to 50 trailers per day to well over 75, which kind of equates to 200,000 cases daily moving in and out of our facility.
Another question that I did have as well is, you know, seeing as how there are so many shift increases and there are so many more staff that are needed during these times, what are some of the guidelines, or I guess the sanitation procedures that are expected of them, since they can't technically work from home in these cases?
So for sanitation, we have hand washing mandatory. Masks are being purchased for all employees, which will be mandated for everyone to be wearing daily as they work in the facility. Again, we are very thankful for all the staff that have been coming out, working tirelessly, hours away from their families to support the cause, get food to Canadians and consumers around the world. Italpasta prides ourselves on that.